Hi, welcome back. We're continuing with the Shadow player. We don't have any mustard dice, which is a shame. We've got a character, an eye and an event. And that's a bit of a shame. I'd like to have got Bolg into play. We've got an army here that could move round. I'm wondering whether to... I was thinking about moving these goblins in and attacking Raven Hill. But I might take the opportunity to just take the fallen bridge before they get a chance to reinforce it. You know, I've got a feeling these guys are going to move back here. So I think we'll just do that as it goes. Let's use this eye. I can move 2 armies. I'm only going to move this 1. I think what we'll do is we'll do a strategic movement with our army muster. We'll move 2 armies. I'll have this guy move back up onto the lower slopes. And given the time on the clock and these imposing looking armies, I'm going to give up the camp and I'm going to move this army back 1 spot. Ready to defend the front gate. What I might do is leave a couple of guys here. Let's leave. Yeah, let's just use these as a bit of a holding point. Let's do that. Well, the only thing is I'm worried about these goblins coming in here. Let's leave 1 unit of men here. These guys are making a final last stand. For Shadow, we should have done this. That goes away, back to the supply. For Shadow, I'm going to use this character die to do an attack. Move an army with leadership. 1 region. Oh, I can't attack across a ford, can I? Well, actually I can. But my target number becomes 6. Let's do that. We're in the hills, so neither player has terrain superiority. These guys like plains, these guys like swamps, these like towns. I might just play the regroup just in case I survive. One hit and I'm taken down, but he's got to get a 6. I've done my job really. I've held up this army for one turn. And for Shadow, we're going to play the Wild Rage. This gets us to add a leadership in here, because the idea then is my next die, I might be coming in and attacking again. We'll see. Just 1 for the free peoples. We need a 5 or a 6. 4. We got a leadership. Let's go again. No good. There's 4 black dice for Shadow, 1 white. We're looking for 6s. Yeah, we got the one we needed. He takes the damage, that's going to kill him. Okay. And then we get an extra leadership. And we can advance into camp. We've taken another settlement. That's 3 settlements, that's 2 victory points each. We're on 6. We need 4 more points. So all we need is one of these regions with a fortification. They're worth 4 victory points each. We've got this one, this one, and this one. There's one of those. We've done the job. And we now control 1, 2, 3 settlements. So we're going to get an extra die at the end of the next round as well. We might actually try and go for this Eastern Spur. We've got 1 event die left. So let's use it and pull a card from our hand. This one's called Move to Strike. And we're going to move up onto these hills. And the reason why, into this mountain, is we don't want... If we attack the Spur now, we're going to have a penalty on the first round of combat because we're attacking uphill. It's called a slope. So again, we're going to need 6s. Move up here and we're good. This one says move 1 friendly army with leadership up to 2 regions and then I may attack with it. The other option was here at Raven Hill. But no, we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with this one. I can smell blood. We've got a dwarf regular here. That's going to give us terrain superiority. We've got the orcs and the great orcs. We've got one unit of great orcs. But then special as it goes. It says when they attack, any terrain type is considered to be favoured. So no one has terrain superiority. It's a draw, one each. Let's just pick our cards. It's not terribly good for free peoples. I'm not very optimistic, but we're going to use the late men, I think. Oh man, this is tough. And for shadow, I'm going to use commanding voice. Add 2 to your leadership for the current round. Free peoples are going to roll 2 dice. Shadow 5. Target number for shadow is 6. And all because of this fortification, and all the damage is going to go here before we start taking out this army. So the late men are trying to get some damage off before shadow can beat down the fortification. So 2 die, one black, one white for free peoples. 2 misses, and with no leadership, that's not a good start. Okay, 5 for shadow. We're looking for 6s. We got 1. We got 1 leadership plus 2 from our combat commanding voice. Not just 1 hit. I think we're happy to just keep pushing. I think we'll use determined attack, recover a used manoeuvre card and use it again for free peoples. And I think we'll use the great orcs here. Let's try and take down this fortification. So 1 black, 1 white for free peoples. No good. This is not going well. 4 and 1 black for shadow. 1 leadership. No good. Let's reroll this one. No, no good still. This fortification's really holding up. Right. We'll keep pushing. The free peoples is a bit stuck. We're going to have to play regroup. Shadow. I'm going to play the orcs. Try and get an extra leadership for the next round. This battle may last some time. Okay, 3 peoples. We have 2 whites. Looking for 5s and 6s. No good. And the shadow, it's 4 black, 1 white. Got 2 6s, 1 leadership. We've got 2 hits. The free peoples get the late men card back because of their special manoeuvre, the regroup. The orcs have triggered, they get a leadership here. That's 2 damage, which has knocked out the fortification. Okay, now we revert to just 5s and 6s, and free peoples look like they're in trouble. This could be game over. I'm just wondering whether the dwarf regulars, is it too soon? I think it's going to have to be the dwarf regulars. They say when you apply damage, eliminate 1 dwarf regular to remove 3 damage tokens instead of just 1. Is it too soon for that? I think it is. It's just going to leave me with 1. Let's do the late one once more. There's a chance. There's a chance. Shadow, I think he's going to use regroup. The other cards I've got, we've got Great Confusion. Opponent rolls 2 dice less. We'll say, well, maybe now's the right time. Let's do that. Let's use that one. They're only going to roll 1 die. It's down to a minimum of 1, you see. It's 1 die for 3 peoples. We need a 5 or a 6. No! Okay. And it's 5 for the shadow. 5s or 6s now. Oh! All misses. We've got leadership of 2. Yeah, no good. They have survived. Let's regroup. And now we'll use regroup. Right, so there's 2 lots of regroup. 2 for free, 5 for shadow. 3 peoples. Nothing. Shadow. 2 hits. And 2 leadership. 3 hits. This looks like trouble. Okay, regroup. Takes back the late men card. And I'm going to take back the Great Orcs, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's 1 too many. Let's take out these dwarves. This is the final stand. There's no retreat from here. I could come back down this hill, but you know I've lost the Eastern Spur anyway. There's nothing I can do. So it's going to be late men for 3 peoples and the Great Orcs here. This is it then. 1 dice for 3 peoples, and we get a hit finally. 2 damage here. 1 for the hit, 1 for the late men. 5 dice, 1 black for shadow. We've got a hit. That's all we needed, I think. 2 leadership. And nothing on the reroll. That was enough. I'm afraid that's it. 4 victory points. That's the 10 we needed. Right on the last die of the round. Well, that kind of ended a little bit sooner than I expected. Next time, Shadow would get an extra die. If things continue, we could see Bulk coming into play, which I kind of hoped I'd be able to show you. And certainly the Eagles would then come into play. The good thing about the Lord of the Eagles is they allow you to place these eagles in the eyrie, which is up at the top left. So this general puts eagles up here, and then when you're ready, it says you can take all eagles from the eyrie and place them anywhere on the board. And this is the Eagles of the Misty Mountains card, and this one allows you to use muster dice. So you kind of use your lord to send them out across the board, and then you use muster dice to pull them back in again. And as they come back, they can attack an enemy army in the same territory. So you can see that these guys can kind of send out across the board and attack at distance. Pretty useful. And then of course we have Bayon as well, who isn't much further up the track. He gives you an extra action die to the 3 peoples, and again, like the Eagles, he has this special attack. It's a 4 strength attack, 4 dice. I mean, that's where we could have been. I think not placing Bilbo might have been my mistake. Maybe Bilbo could have helped up at the spur and managed to get the combat going a little bit quicker. But at the end of the day, I think it came down to the die rolls. They just weren't giving me what I needed. Possibly I could have reinforced up here instead of moving this army back. You know, I could have just sacrificed this army. The game is finally balanced. There were, apart from that 0 fate token we managed to put in there this turn, there were some higher number ones left on the track. So this would have gone in the back. So this would have gone up quite quickly from here. Anyway, that's Battle of 5 Armies. This was my game of the year for 2014. It's a great 2-player joust between these two armies. There's a lot of decisions to be made around the board. Well, you can see, as you saw, plenty of replayability in here, and you're going to develop different strategies. If you play this one, you get really into it and get familiar with the opponents you play, you're going to be looking for ways to unpick your opponent's strategies. There's plenty here for you to think about. Thanks for watching. See you next time.